Stop that was attempted here by a law enforcement agency right around 2:40. We know that it was a deputy who was involved here. We don't know who fired the gunshots. We know that no law enforcement was hurt, though. There are several agencies out here this afternoon. We have Fresno Police. This is their jurisdiction. Fresno County Sheriff's Office, who was involved in the shooting, and several agents from MAGIC, which is a multi-agency task force that focuses on gang suppression. We'll bring you the latest information that we learned here from Chief Balderrama any minute now here on air and, of course, online on abc30.com. Live in Northwest Fresno, Alyssa Flores, ABC 30 Action News.
Alyssa, thanks. The city of Fresno is one step closer to funding the anti-violence initiative called Advance Peace after a seesaw battle and many questions about the group's trustworthiness.
Action News reporter Corin Hoggard is live at City Hall with a look at a compromise to fund the program and several others. Corin.
Yeah, Graciela here at City Hall today. The City Council postponed a vote on funding those anti-violence programs, but some of the voices that previously opposed Advance Peace have apparently changed their minds. When a teenager shot a 12-year-old boy at a house party in West Central Fresno last month, police rushed to the scene. So did Aaron Foster from Advance Peace.
We know the problem. We know the solution. We have to engage the shooters, and the shooters are becoming younger and younger.
Foster says he stepped in to ensure cooler heads prevailed, and his community didn't respond to violence with more violence. Advance Peace calls their employees change agents. They say they've prevented retaliation in dozens of cases, including after a deadly shooting at the Bolero bowling alley in February. And they had a lot of support at City Hall Thursday.
They've stopped shootings. They've curbed a possible race riot. They've made Southwest Fresno safer, something that our city has yet to be able to do in all of these years.
But Mayor Jerry Dyer removed almost $1 million in proposed funding for Advance Peace from the current city budget. The mayor said the program works, but he pulled away from the group after employee Leonard Smith was arrested and charged in a murder conspiracy as part of a big operation. Now the city's Parks Department wants to invest $1.5 million in anti-violence programs. Advance Peace would get a fourth of that funding. And Councilmember Gary Bredefeld got on board after making sure the money won't pay for direct stipends to gang members.
It sounds like there aren't stipends as part of this. Stipends don't involve this $375,000 that would go to Advance Peace. Is that correct?
That is correct, according to Aaron Foster and city parks officials. Police Chief Paco Balderrama tells us he's on board now, too, despite saying earlier there's a trust issue with Advance Peace. He says he just wants to make sure there's accountability built in so the city knows if it's getting results for its money. Now, that funding is still on hold, though. Councilmember Tyler Maxwell pulled that item from the City Council agenda today. He told me he wants to make sure that all of the groups are scrutinized just as heavily as Advance Peace has been. Live in downtown Fresno, Corin Hoggard, ABC 30 Action News.
Corin, thanks. In court watch, a father accused of killing his son at a home in Northwest Fresno faced a judge today. William Wright Sr. pled not guilty to the murder. Police say the 52-year-old shot William Wright Jr. in the chest after an argument in June. The 31-year-old victim was a correctional officer in Chowchilla and was also a football coach at Reedley College and the College of the Sequoias. Wright Sr. is scheduled to return to court August 25th.
Attorneys made their closing arguments today in the motion for Scott Peterson to receive a new trial. The motion comes after allegations of juror misconduct. Peterson was convicted in 2004 of killing his wife, Lacey Peterson, and their unborn son in Northern California. In 2020, the state Supreme Court overturned Peterson's death sentence and ordered the case to be re-examined. The ruling cited prejudicial misconduct by a juror who allegedly lied when she told the court that she had never been in a domestic violence situation. Now, today, prosecutors argued Peterson's team must prove the juror committed misconduct based on, quote, bias toward convicting Scott.
She had no bias against Scott Peterson. When she was selected as a juror, she listened to all the evidence and decided the case based solely on the evidence in the courtroom.
The judge has 90 days to issue a ruling.
Those triple-digit temperatures are returning to the Central Valley.
Chief Meteorologist Kevin Musso is tracking the incoming heat and the possible thunderstorms in the Sierra. Kev?
Yeah, the thunder will kind of inch back over the weekend and then be back in full force in the middle of next week. This is a clear sky, with the exception of the haze, a little bit of an inversion down below. That's typical in the summertime, but actually air quality has been pretty nice this summer. It hasn't been terrible, and that's great news. 98 right now. We are looking for a 99 this afternoon. We'll probably get there. We're there in Hanford, almost there in Lemoore. So tomorrow you can see why we're going to be very close, if not right at 100 degrees. Still some upper 60s about the valley. I have Fresno at 68, 92 midday. Tomorrow's high 100, and kicking off the possibility of more than a week of it.
All right, thank you, Kevin. With food prices, inflation, and food insecurity on the rise in California, education leaders are taking action. Action News reporter Brittany Jacob is live in Merced with details on a program that will make sure all kids have access to free meals at school. Brittany.
Dale, that's right. Beginning this year, California will be the first state to implement universal meals programs that will provide free meals to all school children, a big benefit for the district and students. The days of forgetting your lunch or lunch money is a thing of the past.
We have pasta, pizza, hot dogs, spicy chicken, and buffalo.
California is implementing a universal meals program for all school children. And Merced Union High School District got a head start. Because of the need, the district was already serving free breakfast and lunch, taking pressure off of students in the lunch line. Instead of worrying about packing a lunch, students here at Merced High and across the state can have yummy options like this nacho bar at no cost.
I think no matter what type of income range you come from, it's good to have free lunch because, I don't know, kind of makes it more equal throughout everyone in the school.
On average, 1 out of every 5 Californians does not know where their next meal will come from. So that's why the Director of Nutritional Services says health and equity are top of mind.
When a student would come through a lunch line, if they were considered to be a free student, it would create definitely a barrier with getting meals during the day.
The program is a part of Assembly Bill 130, signed into law by Governor Newsom last July. On Thursday, school workers prepped for lunch, portioning out pizza with whole grain bread.
I like the breakfast burritos that they have.
While Johan Zusky had to pay for lunch last year, he's grateful to be saving a few bucks.
So I remember when I was in elementary school, I had to pay for lunch, and I didn't really like that. But it's nice to now. It benefits everyone overall.
Now the district is also offering snacks for students who stay after school, and this meal program is state and federally funded. Live in Merced, Brittany Jacob, ABC 30 Action News.
Brittany, thanks. The community is coming together to help a Clovis teen fighting cancer.
How you can help the Buchanan graduate and others facing their own difficult journeys.
We're live at Valley Children's Hospital for the Futures Worth Fighting For telethon. Coming up, a special incentive for your donation.
Now that Jason and I are back, it's like I kind of consider him like an older brother.
I know Amanda likes to rib me a little bit.
Way older brother.
Hopefully Maddie won't, give me too much of a hard time.
Jason will most definitely get teased. We share that camaraderie of working really hard.
I know I take great pride in just, getting people going, knowing that people are relying on us.
I am helping people start off their day easy.
The new Action News Morning Team. We get you prepared for your day and have a little fun on the way. Action News AM Live.
A new definition of winning. Mono Win Casino, the friendliest casino in the valley. Experience lots of fun with exciting new games on our redesigned gaming floor. The Broken Arrow Bar and Grill has a winning menu offering a variety of grill house favorites. Enjoy happy hour with a full-service bar and floor cocktail service offering your favorite drinks. Daily promotions give you more chances of winning. Mono Win Casino, the definition of winning.
M-O-N-O, Mono Win. Win Casino.
Just minutes from Fresno and Clovis.
The Labor Day sale at More Furniture starts now.
Everyone knows More is synonymous with incredible style at the best values. But our Labor Day sale offers a special opportunity for everyone, the chance to save.
Our latest collections have arrived and they're all on sale.
Our best sellers are in stock and they're all on sale.
It's the best time of the year to save big and get your home ready for fall entertaining.
Visit your local More Furniture or check out morefurniture.com to view all sales specials.
Now you can save big on supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity.
Can it handle all of my devices?
Oh, all that. And it comes with a 2-year rate guarantee.
What? Okay.
No annual contract, no equipment fees. Oh, and a free streaming box.
Oh, I like streaming.
It's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data.
Will you add a motorcycle?
No. Did you say yes? The new Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. It's kind of a big deal.
Marvel Studios' She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, streaming August 18th, only on Disney+.
Taking action together. This is ABC 30 Action News, live at 5, with Warren Armstrong, Graciela Moreno, and Chief Meteorologist Kevin Musso.
Thousands of dollars have been raised for Valley Children's Hospital today thanks to the Futures Worth Fighting For telethon.
But we still haven't quite reached our goal, and we need your help. Action News anchor Warren Armstrong is live at the phone bank with more on how your donations can make a huge difference for kids. Warren.
Well, they certainly can, and I'd like for you right now to say hello to my little friend. Look, it's George. It's kind of mini-me George, but it's still George. You know, we're celebrating 70 years of Valley Children's Hospital, serving the families and children of the Central California area. And because it's 70 years, for a special $70 donation to the Futures Worth Fighting For telethon, you will take home George. That's right, it's a little incentive for you to make that donation. But wait, there's more. Not only George, but also this fabulous T-shirt. Joining me now is Amanda Kerr, who's also a mom of a patient here. Amanda, explain to me the T-shirt and the incentive there and the donation that has to be made.
Absolutely. So if you would like to donate $20 a month for a year for a total of $240, you can become a miracle maker for Valley Children's. And not only will you receive this adorable little giraffe plush, you'll also receive one of our telethon miracle maker T-shirts.
Let's see the back of that T-shirt real quick.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice T-shirt. You can be a miracle maker by making a donation. You have seen miracles too here for your family. Your daughter is a patient here. What has the care here at this hospital meant to you?
Absolutely. So both my girls are actually patients here. My oldest daughter, Nora, has been a patient at Valley Children's since we were at the Maternal Fetal Medicine Center back here in 2011. And then she was a NICU patient where her journey started back in 2012. So Valley Children's really is a place that is close to our hearts. Not only have they saved my daughter's life, but they have been able to use advanced technology, genetics, and innovative medicine here to not only figure out what diagnosis she has, but the care that they can give to her to really give her the best quality of life, not only to live, but to thrive.
Glad to hear that, Amanda. Best to you and to Nora and your entire family. Thank you so very much. Here's what you can do to make those miracles keep happening. Pick up the phone and call 1-877-353-0000 or text George to 20222. Keep the miracles happening. We have more from the Futures Worth Fighting For telethon coming up on Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Warren. And of course, we will be checking back with Warren a little bit later with more on how you, folks at home, can be miracle makers. Well, Clovis Community Medical Center has opened its doors to its newly renovated main lobby. Take a look at this video provided by the hospital. The space now has upgraded technology to help patients with registration and assist staff with scheduling. The new lobby is part of a 4-year phased expansion to keep up with growing demand. Officials say by the end of the year, the hospital will have an extra 15,000 square feet of emergency department space, along with more operating rooms and a number of other new services. A streak of heat is on the way to the Central Valley.
Here's a live look from our ABC 30 China Peak Sky Cam, which overlooks Huntington Lake in the Sierra National Forest. Kevin's up next with how long the triple-digit heat is expected to stick around in our AccuWeather forecast.
Get Central California's #1 news and America's #1 news all in one place.
Action News is now on Hulu.
And so is America's most trusted news.
ABC News Live. All day, all night. Stream Action News live on Hulu.
Sheldon, we're definitely not making flavors of no-shells pistachios.
Then why are you dressed like that?
You got us. We are making honey and chili flavors.
Are we?
Yeah. Wait, then why are you dressed like that?
My wife likes it.
Spicy.
4-alarm fire in the boudoir.
Pacific Western Bank is proud to be a sponsor of Valley Children's Futures Worth Fighting For telethon. We serve many local businesses here in Fresno at 776 East Shaw Avenue, and our bankers throughout the Central Valley are committed to community service.
Concentrate.
Oh, concentrate. Concentrate. Oh, concentrate. Oh, mother, concentrate.
Concentrate you!
100% juice? Never from Concentrate. Squeezed juice. Our name is what we are.
What the concentrate?
Coming up, Kevin Musso with the ABC 30 AccuWeather forecast, the most accurate forecast in Central California.
People ask me if we're still selling cars, and sometimes they're surprised when I say yes. Everyone's dealing with supply chain shortages, and the car business is no different. But we've learned how to deal with those conditions, in part by handling the sale of the vehicle differently, through the pre-ordering process. We pre-order more vehicles than we ever have. It may take a little longer, but for the most part, we're able to provide customers with the vehicle they're looking for.
You can count on us.
We're tracking the evening drive across the Central Valley with the help of the California Highway Patrol.
Officer Anthony Dalton joins us now with a look at the traffic and any road closures or detours. Officer.
Good evening, everybody. Let's go ahead and pull up that live traffic tracker and get one last look at that valley commute. We're going to start off with a wide look up in the North Valley, and that's going to consist of mostly everything on highways 99, 152, 59, and 140. As you can see right now, things are looking pretty good up there. There's no major incidents, but if you are traveling southbound, just be advised that through the Madera area, we are still seeing a little bit of slowing right there about Avenue 12 on 99 southbound. And then if we move down and take a wide look at the South Valley, this is going to consist of everything on highways 99, 198, 63, and 137. If you're traveling from Hanford to Visalia or down to Tulare, I've got pretty good news for you. As you can see on the screen, everything is in the green right now. There's no major incidents, no major slowdowns. So if you're heading out the door, you should be able to get where you're going safely. This is Officer Dalton. That was one last look at your evening drive. And just a reminder, always buckle up every time you drive. I'll toss it over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Officer Dalton. We're going to take you up to look at Mount Whitney, the Whitney Portal, and over here, the live perspective downtown Fresno. There's a few clouds off in the distance, but there's really not a lot up in the mountains. This is the Eastern Sierra looking to the west, obviously, and you are seeing there that there's just a few clouds coming through. No rain over the mountains. Look how quiet the radar is. All of the flash flood and flooding concerns are out over Las Vegas, Utah, and the north end of Arizona. Not only that, but this right here is because of blowing dust. That's an AccuWeather alert there for the blowing dust, or what they call or term a haboob over there in the desert. Pulling back, the scenario is set up where we're kind of away from these two features, leaving us caught in the middle, so temperatures will be on the rise, but only low 100s. This is a 3-day rainfall forecast from the Weather Prediction Center. Now, this is a 5-day Prediction Center forecast. Notice how it comes back after the weekend, and in the middle of next week, the monsoon returns. There'll be a concern for dry lightning along with it. Keep our fingers crossed. So far this season, there's been a lot of lightning, and so far not a lot of fires, at least caused by lightning. Mid-90s to upper 90s so far. We're looking for a 99 for Fresno. That's my forecast from yesterday, and we're sitting at 98 right now. The wind is calm here in the valley. Good to moderate air quality for another day. We'll see that change as we move into triple digits, obviously. 60s for overnight lows. Then tomorrow afternoon, it won't be valley-wide triples. It is going to be Fresno, though, and we will see temperatures rise slowly as we move through the weekend and into the middle of next week for the foothills, as well as the higher elevations of the mountains too. So tomorrow it's 90s to near 100 in spots, and up at the 5,000 foot level, it's an 80-degree day. So there's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Again, we're kind of just hovering around 100. We could revise this forecast and take a couple of those columns off. We'll just have to wait and see. For now, it's 10 in a row.
Endless triples. All right, thank you, Kevin. A Clovis teen battling leukemia is in need of blood donations.
Rallying for Rocky, the blood drive this weekend to support the Buchanan High School graduates.
Coming up, breaking news, the Attorney General before the cameras on the search at former President Trump's home. What we now know tonight. Also breaking, the armed standoff, the man at an FBI office with an AR-15 style rifle, the chase, and authorities moments ago on this. Next.
Welcome to Hilmar Cheese Company, the big cheese in the Central Valley.
Located just north of Merced County in Hilmar, we produce wholesale cheese and whey ingredients that can be used in a wide variety of foods.
Come join our team and help us make nutritious products to improve lives.
We also have a visitor center where we give tours, serve delicious sandwiches, desserts, and even make ice cream. Visit us to see the Big Cheese, a 640-pound block of cheese.
Hilmar Cheese Company is a proud partner to our communities and is honored to support Valley Children's Hospital.
I'm gonna miss you.
At Prudential, we can't tell you when your kids will finally go out on their own. But we can at least make sure that when they do, you're ready. That's why millions rely on us for the rock-solid strength that helps you plan for and achieve your retirement dreams. Whichever road you take, who's your rock?
Sheldon, we understand that our no-shells pistachio ads upset you.
And to show you how much we understand, we had these made. And you're gonna stop selling no-shells, right?
No, they're wildly popular.
What do we look like? Idiots!
Action News is sponsored by The Wonderful Company.
Jam out to our favorite songs. For the same reason we play scratchers from the California Lottery. Because a little play can make your day.
We have an update now on breaking news. We brought you at the top of this newscast about a shooting by law enforcement in Northwest Fresno. We've now learned Fresno County Sheriff's deputies arrested a woman on a felony warrant near Valentine and Shaw this afternoon. But authorities say after placing her in handcuffs in a patrol vehicle, she managed to slip out of the cuffs and fire at least one shot toward deputies from the car. 2 deputies returned fire and the woman was shot at least twice. She's now in the hospital in critical but stable condition. Investigators say she was wanted for a shooting in mid-July. We'll have much more on this breaking story coming up on Action News, live at 6.
Community members are rallying around a Clovis teen who is battling cancer, and now they're asking for your help.
California Health Sciences University is hosting a blood drive for Rocky Reyes this weekend. The Buchanan High graduate was diagnosed with leukemia on his 18th birthday back in May. It's been a difficult journey for the two-sport athlete. Loved ones say he has been struggling with nausea and fatigue as he goes through chemotherapy. He's also in need of blood donations. If you would like to help, you can stop by the blood drive at Temperance and Alluvial on Saturday. It runs from 3 to 8 o'clock in the evening. The event will include food trucks, and everyone who donates will receive a voucher for a free pint of Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Walk-ins are welcome, or you can register for an appointment. That link is available on the California Health Sciences University Facebook page. Well, today, Porterville Unified welcomed students back to school at its 24 campuses. Children at Los Robles Middle or Elementary School were greeted with balloons and a welcome sign. They had a chance to pose for some photos before heading in to start their first day. Kids also enjoyed a back-to-school celebration at Westfield Elementary School. They got a little guidance from staff members and a final send-off from parents before heading into their classrooms. Hanford Joint Union High School District in Kings County also celebrated the first day of school today. Earl Johnson students showed their school spirit posing in front of a Knights sign. So did the teens at Hanford High, and the halls were bustling at Sierra Pacific as students made their way to class for the first time this new school year.
And don't forget to share your kids' back to school photos with us. Trisha Reyes sent us this photo of Sawyer on his first day of school. Sawyer is starting kindergarten in Visalia. Liliana got a great start to her first day of 4th grade. Her family submitted this photo and said they are so proud of her. We want to thank you all for sending in your pictures. You can still submit photos to abc30.com/schoolpics, and we might use them on air or online. But keep in mind, we can accept professional photos, only those you have taken yourself.
Well, so many of you have already helped raise a lot of money for the Valley's smallest patients, and it's not too late to donate.
We'll check back in with Warren Armstrong at the Futures Worth Fighting For telethon next.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
Going the extra mile is what we do at Wild Electric. From adding a new plug or ceiling fan to fixing a lighting problem in your home or office, or finding ways to give back to the Central Valley through our support for Valley Children's Hospital. So take just a little more pride in your day, knowing that when you call Wild Electric, you're also supporting the efforts of Valley Children's Hospital to make the life of one more child better each and every day. Wild Electric and Valley Children's Hospital, going the extra mile and making a difference. Call us 251-7770.
Yeah, no, that's great. What's that? It's ECU. They're getting me a super low rate on my truck loan. Smart move. Guess it's true what they say. Can't put a price on intelligence. Yeah, no, they are literally putting a price on intelligence with this super low rate. Touche.
Now through August 31st, get a rate as low as 1.99% APR on all new car and truck loans. Or refinance your higher rate loan from another lender. Apply online today at myeecu.org.
For years, California's non-gaming tribes have been left in the dust. Wealthy tribes with big casinos make billions, while small tribes struggle in poverty. Prop 27 is a game changer. 27 taxes and regulates online sports betting to fund permanent solutions to homelessness while helping every tribe in California. So who's attacking Prop 27? Wealthy casino tribes who want all the money for themselves. Support small tribes. Address homelessness. Vote yes on 27.
Hi, folks, we're back, and we're here to remind you, if you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much money you can get for your accident and how quickly. Hello, I'm Gina, along with spokesperson Rob. Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now, and we'll let you know how much money you can get for your accident.
Thanks, Rob. Call now.
The Valley Children's Hospital Futures Worth Fighting For telethon is in full swing.
Let's check in again with Warren for an update.
Things are going great out here, you guys. You know, this is remarkable. 1 in 8 children in the Central Valley will be a patient at Valley Children's Hospital this year. You can help Valley Children's continue to provide quality care to those kids. Just grab your phone right now and call this number, 1-877-353-0000, or text George to 20222 to make your donation. George and I both say thank you for that donation. And you know what, Dale and Graciela, I think we'll be seeing his big brother on Action News live at 6. Join us then.
Excellent. We can see and hear the excitement out there.
Absolutely. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
And don't forget to download the ABC 30 News app for all your latest local news and weather anytime. We leave you with this one last look outside from the ABC 30 Skycam overlooking downtown Fresno. 98 degrees outside. Be sure to tune in and join us for Action News live at 6 and 6:30.
Get Central California's #1 news and America's #1 news all in one place.
Action News is now on Hulu.
And so is America's most trusted news.
ABC News Live. All day. All night. Stream Action News live on Hulu.
Marvel Studios' She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, streaming August 18th, only on Disney+.
This ancient aquifer is miraculous. Rain filters through hundreds of feet of volcanic rock before arriving here. protected from impurities. It's not just water, it's Fiji water.
With a new Toyota, you can practically make summer stand still. From making a splash in a Highlander to fitting in more fun in a Camry or tackling a trailhead in a RAV4 hybrid. Who's a good boy? Enjoy the last of summer in an exciting new Toyota during Toyota's national sales event.
Get low financing on fuel-efficient options like RAV4 and Highlander, including hybrids, or get up to $1,000 cash back on 4Runner 4x2s when you finance with Toyota.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
ABC 30 makes traveling safe and easy. Go to abc30.com/travel for the latest news and info to help plan your next vacation. Everything you need to make that next vacay a reality. And be safe, too. Sponsored by Fresno Yosemite